Hi, today we are going to practice our phonograms, and we are going to learn not only the sound the phonogram makes, or the letter I should say, but also how to make it. So make sure that you have a paper and a pencil. Do you have a paper and a pencil in front of you? Yes? If you said yes, then you're on the right track. If you said no, then you need to get one. Okay, let's get ready to begin. We're going to do our phonograms in number order. And since I am not real quick at writing, I have a helping hand. Helping hand, where are you? How you doing, helping hand? Pretty good? Good. Do you have your marker? Very good. And we have our paper. So we're ready to write and say our phonograms. My helping hand here will write the phonograms, and I will say them. Are we ready to begin? I will clear my voice so we can start.
And now, it's phonogram time.
See, I have to change my voice so you can understand me better. Watch this, I'm a ventriloquist.
Okay, here we go. The first phonogram is...
What is it, helping hand? B. B says B. B is a line letter, and it starts at the top. And it comes straight down. Very good. And then we go back up on the same line, and then we go up and over and around, sit down on line, and then that is the letter B. And B says B. Very good. B says, what's it say? That's right, B. Okay, B is a line letter. Thank you very much. And now we're on to the next one. Oh, the next phonogram. Thank you, helping hand, you're quick. The next phonogram. There we go, let's just straighten this up a little bit, because we had a little bit of a glare on it. The next phonogram is C, and C says K, S, K, S. And C is a clock letter. So if it's a clock letter, it starts at 2, goes up and around, down, and it would sit on the line, then it curves back up to 4. That's a very nice K, S. So this is C, and C says I think I heard somebody say it. Very good. C says K. Help my helping hand here. I'll put this one away. Okay. Our next phonogram is a D. Now you can tell a D from a B because a D is a clock letter. And a clock letter means it starts at 2, and you all better start the D at 2. And do you know what D says? D. D. D says D. Now let's make a D. It starts at 2, goes up and around, down, back up, past the 2, straight up, and straight back down. Beautiful, helping hand. Beautiful D. And D says D. D. Very good. Did you all make that? Did you make that D? D? You should say it as you write it, so you remember it. D. Next. I have trouble grabbing these papers. Oh my goodness, we have an accident here. Thank you, helping hand. Let me put this one away. Okay. Oh, what? I'm having a problem here. Okay. Oh, here we go. The next phonogram is a clock letter, and it says your teeth kind of hit your bottom lip, and it goes F. F says say it. Good. Now F is a clock letter. It starts at 2, goes up and around. direction we read and write. You just learned that, didn't you, Helping Hand? Okay, we always cross it from left to right. Left to right. In the direction we read and write. From left to right. Very good. And this letter F says, very good. Ah, I got it. Oh, having some trouble with our paper today, but I'm sure we'll get it handled. Okay. Now this phonogram is G, and G says G, J, G, J. Can you say that? G, J. Very good. Now, the way it's written on this card is different than the way it is seen when we write it with paper and pencil. We don't do all this stuff. G is a clock letter. It starts at 2, and it goes below the line. So I think that we need to make sure we have a line on our paper here so you can understand. We do it in the direction we read and write, always. Very good, Helping Hand. We're going to minus our G there. Got to keep our sense of humor here, don't we? Because learning is so much fun. Okay, G is a clock letter. It says G, J. Let's start it at 2. It goes up and around, down, sits on the line, goes back up to 2, straight down below the line, cups up and around to 10. Very good. And that's a G. And G says, what's it say, boys and girls, children? G, J. Very good, very good. Yes? What is it? Oh. And there's our G. G says G, J. Oh, boy, these papers are really starting to get difficult. All right, what's our next phonogram? I'm so excited. Oh! This is a neat letter. This letter is H, and H says, it's a breathy sound. Hold your hand in front of your mouth. Now say, can you feel your breath? You should be able to. H says, H is a line letter. It starts at the top. It's a tall line letter. Comes straight down, goes back up on the same line about halfway, and then it goes up and around and straight down again and would sit on the line. H. H says, very good. Boy, you kids are really smart. H. Let me grab this one here, and we'll go on to our next one. Here you go. Let's put this one away. Oh, gosh, you're there already. Boy, you're quick. I wonder if the boys and girls know this one yet. What do you think, Helping Hand? Hello? Are you there? Oh, what do you think? You don't think so? No. Okay. Do any of you kids know this one? Oh, I think I might have heard somebody. Well, if you said J, you're right. This is the letter J. It's a lowercase j because it's got a dot on top. And J says J. And J needs to go below the line. So we're going to draw a line up here so you can understand and see it better. There's our line written in the direction we read and write, from left to right. Next, we start the J, about halfway above that line. We come straight down, and then we go from 4 and cup up to 8, and then we make our dot right above the J, just a little dot, not a big gobby. That. And this letter says J. J. Okay, thank you very much, Helping Hand. Let's get rid of this J. Thank you. And our next letter, oh, I thought I almost beat ya. Ha, 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 ha. This is the letter bottom. And then we come back out again. And that is the letter K. And K says K. K. One of my favorite people, her last name starts with K. Did you know that? Oh, it does. Oh, I see we're ready to go here. Almost made it. Not quite. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. One of my favorite words starts with this letter. Helping hand, do you know what this letter is? You do. This is the letter L. And L says, ooh. Oh yes, love. Love. Love is L. Ooh. Ooh. This one, your tongue... I had to get back to my hairy self. Ooh. Your tongue is up on the roof of your mouth, behind your front teeth. And you say, ooh. L is a tall line letter. So we start way up, then we come straight down, and we sit it on the line. L says, oh. That's an easy one, huh? Now don't rush when you make this letter. A lot of people try to go fast and they make it crooked. And it's like a slanted, oh, it kind of leans. This one's nice and straight. Nice job, helping hand. Oh, I gotta go get my, ooh. Oh boy, one of my favorite candies. This is the letter M. And M says, M is a line letter. Put your lips together and you go, It's a short line letter. So we start at the midline, or what would be the midline, and we come straight down. We'd sit out on the line, then we'd go straight back up on the same line. We'd cup it up and over, down, back up on the same line, and then we'd cup up over again and sit down on the line. This is the letter M, and M says, Press your lips together. What does it say? That's right. There we go. Let's get this M out of the way. And let's go on to our next letter. Yes, sir, boys and girls. Here we go. She beat me again. This, you're quick. This is the letter N. N. Boy, your tongue really moves around on that one. N. And N is also a line letter, a short line letter. And N says, like in nose. I have really got a nice nose. Short line letter. Starts at the midline. Comes straight down. Sits on the line. Back up on the same line. Up and over and then straight back down and touches the line that we would sit on. I am sure hoping you all are using lined letters. Lined paper, excuse me. Lined paper. And this letter says, Are we ready? Yes, sir. Read your Bob. Oh my goodness. Put this one. Oh. Wait a minute. This letter's not right. We already did D and we already did P. This is supposed to be, aha! This, boys and girls, is the letter P. And P's belly has to sit on the line, so we need to make a line up here. Let's have a line. In the direction we read and write, from left to right, very good. This is the letter P. P is a short line letter, and P says, P. No spitting. Just say, P. I love to make my helping hand laugh. Can you laugh, helping hand? There we go. So anyway, P says, P. Short line letter, starting at the midline. Let's get to work here. And it goes straight down below above, then we go back up on the same line, and then we go up and over around the belly on and go back up there. Okay, there we go. This is the letter P, and P says... Very good. Here we go. Let's have this one. Oh my gosh, I got tape. Oh, I got tape on my mouth. Look at this letter. Look at it. Yep. There we go. Is this the next one, really? Is this the right number? What number is this? This is number 13. By Gummy. You know why these two are together instead of just the Q? Q and you are best buddies. And when they're together, they say, I think we better have a line showing how the Q goes below it. And in the direction we read and write, whoa. Very good. We've made our line. Q is a clock letter, and it starts at 2, goes up and around, sits on the line, back up to 2, down straight below the line, and then we have a little flag. Q. Now its best buddy is U. U is a vowel. It's a straight line letter, short line letter, straight down. And then we curve around from 8 to 4, and then we go back up, and we go straight back down on the same line. And these two letters together say, isn't this fun? Are you all awake? Did you all write? We better give them some time. We have a clock letter and a line letter. And together they say, what's that? What's it say? Did I hear you say? Yeah? Oh boy. Way to go. Okay, there's... Let's see if I can grab this one a little bit better. Aha! I'm gonna beat her. Oh, I think that was a tie, don't you? Yes. Okay. This is the letter R. R. And R I call the mean puppy dog because when you say it sounds like a mean puppy dog. And the sound of R is ruff. Ruff. Like in the word rabbit, run, Roger Dodger. Ruff. R says ruff. R is a short line letter, so let's start it there. Starts at the midline, goes straight down, sits on the baseline, goes back up and around, and then we cup it over from 10 to 2. That's a beautiful roof. Can you all say roof? Very good. R says roof. That's beautiful. Thank you. Tie, tie, tie. We have a tie here. You know, I find this is a hard letter to make. You know why? Because it's got so many curves in it. Makes me dizzy. Anyway, this letter is a clock letter. Did you know that? It is. And this letter is S. And S says S. S has two sounds. It is a clock letter and it starts at 2. It starts at 2, goes up and around, slides down past 10, curves around over towards 4, down and around and back up to 8. And if you ever look at a clock, that's exactly what it does. That is a beautiful S. S says S. Can you say that? S. All right. S. Oh boy, oh boy. This is the letter T. T for touchdown. T is a tall line letter. I'm so glad I watched starts way up there. Right, let's start it. This is a nice letter. And it goes straight down, and it touches the baseline, and then we pick a pencil up, and we cross in the direction we read in, right? Above the midline. And T says, T. T. Can you say it? T. Very good. You're a pretty smart group. You know that? T says, T. When you practice your phonograms, all you have to do is say the sounds. T. Okay. Oh boy! You know, this letter gets confused with another letter. They kind of sound the same, but they aren't written the same at all. This is the letter V, and V says V. Now, when you say V, it almost sounds like B, but it's not B, it's a V. V, your teeth, your top teeth hit your bottom lip, and you kind of make it vibrate. V says Now, this is a short line letter, and it's on a slant. So it goes on a slant all the way down and touches the baseline, and then it slants back up. V says V for victory. Right. Right. Very good. Very good. So let's get rid of I tripped. No fair. Oh, boy. Okay. You know what this is? How many of you know? Maybe some of them. This is a W. And this is the nice puppy dog. They look at me kind of strange. Well, I call this the nice puppy dog because it says W. W. W says W. Like in wagon, wet, wild, whoopie-doo. W says W. And W is a slanted line letter also, a short slanted line letter like the V. So it starts on a slant from the midline, down, touches the baseline, slants back up towards the midline, slants back down towards the baseline, slants back up towards midline, slants back up. No, it doesn't. It stops. Has two slanties down and two slanties up. I need to talk. Then my mouth is moving. This is W, and W says, say it. I want you to make sure you're writing when you talk. Nice puppy dog. Thank you. Alrighty. Now listen, Helping Hand. I'm supposed to be the star of the show, and you're not helping by beating me all the time. Huh? Yeah, we're still friends. I'm not mad at you. You deserve to be beat just as much as I do. We all like to win. So what letter do we have here? X. Do you know what X says? Are you sure you know what X says? X says X. Almost sounds like you kiss. X. X is two slanty lines. Short slanty lines. So we start at the midline. We slant down towards the baseline. Pick our pencil up. We start over there a little bit away from the first dot, and we slant back down. Yes. And this letter says X. X. That was pretty tricky. She folded the paper. All right, here we go. Put it away, put it away. Oh, I think you let me win that time. You're so nice. Isn't she nice? Okay, this has 3 sounds. Whoops. Almost lost my chair there. And this phonogram says y, I, I. Now, when we write it a whole different way than it is here. We don't write it like that. It looks like that in the books. But we don't write it like that. We write it as a line letter that goes straight down. Yeah, oh, you're right. Very good. You need to make a line. That's just fine. We'll make believe we're on an ocean line. Ha, 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 ha. Ocean liner. Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, enough of the humor. We start at the midline. We come straight down. We curve it from 8 to 4, back up to the midline, straight back down below the baseline, and curve it from 4 to 8. Whew! That's a lot of work. Anyway, this letter is Y, and Y says y, I. Y, I. Can you say that? Sounded pretty good. Y, I. This is the way it is in the books, and this is the way we write it. Y, y, I. What do you do? Y, I. Y, I. Thank you. And off we go. Okay, this is the last letter of the alphabet, but not the last phonogram card we're going to study today. And this is the letter Z. Can you say Z? Boy, you sure can say Z. And Z says Z. 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 Very good. Z is a line letter. And it starts not on the line, but it starts just about at the midline, and it goes in the direction we read and write. And then it slants back down, and then it slants back in the direction we read and write. Beautiful, Z. You say Z. 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 Okay, this is the letter Z, and Z says Z, like zebra. Oops. Oh, hey, I know where Helping Hand is. Do you know her? I didn't see her face, but I saw the back of her head. Aha! Do you know who it is? Okay, now wait a minute, Helping Hand. Wait. Now, boys and girls, the next phonograms are very, very important. They are vowels. All these are consonants. The next phonograms, A, E, I, O, U, are vowels. Every word has a vowel. Every syllable has a vowel. So you better learn these sounds pronto. Got it? On with the first vowel. This is the vowel A. There we go. And the way it's written here is the way you may see it in a book, but that is not the way we write it. A is a clock letter, and A has 3 sounds. A says A, ah. A, ah. The first sound, A, I'm sorry, oh, I made a mistake. The first sound, A, is the short sound of this vowel. So, when you're starting to write your letter, you're going to be writing the short sound. A, ah. A is the short sound. The long sound is A. The long sound of this vowel is A. Shall we write A, ah? Starts at 2. A, ah. Goes back up and straight down and sits on the baseline. A, ah. I bet you knew that already, didn't you? Okay, short sound A, long sound A. On to the next vowel. Thank you. second sound is E. So, the short sound is F. The long sound is E. F, E. F, E. And E is a line letter because it starts with a line. And it goes in the direction we read and write. And it goes up and around, from 3 up and around, back to 9, down and around, back up to about 4. F, E. Short sound F. Long sound E. Know this. It's very important. Very important. F, E. Take the... The next vowel has 2 sounds. And this is the letter I. And this vowel says I. 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 Can you guess what the short sound is? It's the very first sound. That's right, I. And the long sound is I. 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 It's a short line letter. And it starts with the midline and comes straight down. We sit on the base line. We pick our pencil up and we make a dot. Once again, no globbies. And this vowel says I. Short sound I. Long sound I. I. And we're almost through here. We have a couple more phonograms to do and we're done. The next phonogram is, this one. Everybody likes this phonogram. This phonogram says ah, oh, ooh. Ah, oh, ooh. What's the short sound? First sound, ah. That is the short sound. What's the long sound? Oh. That's the long sound. Ah, oh, ooh. And it's a clock letter. Starts at 2, goes up and around, down, sits on the line, back up to 2. Ah, oh, ooh. And this is the letter O. What a nice vowel. Let's go to our last vowel. I believe it's our last vowel. And this is the muscle man vowel. And the reason I say that is I consider this one to be a muscle man. Let me straighten that out a little so we don't have so much glare. There we go.
Attention, everyone.
Oh, my goodness, we have an announcement. Hold on to mine. This is the muscle man letter, and this is U. And U says, U, It's a line letter, so let's do it. Comes straight down, short line letter curves around from H4 straight up and straight back down and sits on the line. And this one is like a muscle man picking up something heavy. U, Short sound is long sound is U, and the third sound is U, These are our first and most important phonograms that we need to learn. And you know all these, and you can write them. If I say, write A, you should be able to write the letter A. So you need to practice these. I want you to practice them and practice them until you know them inside and out. Okay? All right. Well, you go do your homework. That's your homework for tonight. And I'll see you again real soon. You've been real good, kids. And that's all for now. Bye. Thank you, Helping Hand. Take a bow.